Hey guys, level 2 here. Was like I might have a lot of time today. Yesterday was my brother is visiting the US, so we had a lot of stuff going on yesterday. Wasn't really paying attention to trading. Um, I'll be doing just a review of yesterday. We were looking at on the trade plan. We were looking to sell the 10s and then the 16. We got triggered on both. Took two small losses on the trailing stop. Um, One deviation hit, which was our 34s. Got in on the 34s, got out, so we took a small loss yesterday. So we got in right here. And the 34s came down, got out away singles. We were only trading singles yesterday. So we traded three singles, got out of the third single there, which was three trades on your out. We rolled to the Q contract. To the open, we having a drop. Looking at the swing low, the swing high, which was the kickoff, and you could look for where. And here goes the 40 to 45 again on the trade. So we look at swings on crude oil. Using the web browser version, so that's why you would see it like that today. Uh, don't have a problem putting myself out there. You can see where the kickoff point was, where value area low is, potential buy point. If you're looking for buys, we see a small draw on crude oil. Probably might be live streaming for a while today. Market is now open. Have one of the trainees trading my live account. Hopefully, I'll live through the day. Let me trade small. Made some calls, some broker, so I know he can't exceed certain amount of stop losses. Um, or limit my trade back down. Let him get a live experience of trading on a live account with the pressure of FOMC and how you treat FOMC. So we have FOMC, we have news. Let's see what news brought us last night. API report. What the API report said. Small crude draw. Headline. What the draw look like. Ooh, yeah. The expo was expecting a much bigger draw. So we might be on the beer side of oil right now. Last night's kick. We're looking at two areas right now, which is the 53.40 area we kind of broke out. So we're looking at the last swing, high to low. Broke out of two trades, took one loss yesterday. Only one loss. Didn't want to jump in the market because I had a lot more risk on the ES. And was busy. Didn't want to really actually put into much orders on my live account. Most of the guys, well, one of the guys took a break yesterday. We were looking at today as our target point. Nice drop this morning on the open. You can see value actually dropping. Best buying point we're looking at on the report time is 52.30s. Might seem familiar. We know why that is familiar. That is the inflection point. You can see tap tap tap. The amount of time we tap that area is for the last couple of weeks. So we want to see where we're looking at this morning on the open. So we now open on the market. You can see the increase in volume. You have a little bearish signal running onto the downside. 5 minute chart. So what we actually looking for and why we traded, how we traded yesterday was of the deviation levels. You can see the close on the 17th. We were looking to sell the 15s and then sell the 34s. We got the sell on the 34 to activate our sell. Into the secondary trade, I took one at 12 on a measured move, one at 15 on a measured move. Took two small losses, which is by the way single contracts. That's how you trade single contracts. So what we're looking for today is probably might get a 1.5 deviation, which is uh 16 19 by 3 is 57 points. Would be the biggest move we're looking at from where we closed yesterday. If we're looking at the one deviation back to the downside or to the upside, we'll be creating, if we go to the upside, we'll be creating new highs. We'll be looking to sell the 45s and the breakout at the 45s, 46. We may be in trouble, meaning that the market will be running. That will be signifying breakout, breakout, breakout. So these two numbers are very important. We're looking to buy off of the 8s, 2908 this morning. So we'll have one sitting at 2908, which is the breakout point. You can see 9s and 10s right here. You have a shelving. It's right there. So we'll buy one contract. Oops, we don't have our bracket set up on this particular demo. Brackets on the time frame. Make sure it sticks. We'll go to 30. Sorry for the background noise. 1 to 1, 30 ticks. Add a contract. Or then, not bracket name. Add contract, one contract. Take profit will be 2 to 1. Save that. If we trade in two contracts, we know where we're looking at. So half a deviation, which will be most likely buy point for this session, is here. We're gonna single trade this before FOMC. Expecting a quiet morning. Hopefully it's a quiet morning. You can see where we take profit, where we stop losses are. Trade what you see. Don't trade anything before. You kicked off point of control this morning, looking at the downside. A lot of repair might be needed here in the recent time frame, a small time frame, which is last week's composite. So if you have last week's composite here and yesterday's trade, last 2 days trade. So if you're looking at yesterday's trade only, it will be here. See the amount of that is trend up there. Yeah, your profile leaning towards the upside. More volume activated to the upside, So in a bullish mood yesterday. How we got it to the forwards was we sell off the deviation. That's an automatic trade for us. Where is my stop window? Right. Make sure your stream is running. No. Alright, we at small amount of kilobytes. Trading is just about why I'm streaming is just to make myself a little more accountable. Why don't minimize? Oops, don't want to show that. That is my demo side. So it's basically a concentration on what we're doing today. So we're looking like at about a 40 point swing for the mouse. If you tag that 2890 to 95 area, would be very good to us today, part of the swing trading strategy. Do expect to see a lot of action in the morning session. CQ, where we were small kick to the upside, had a lot of volume on that upside move. You can see we got trade out. Same pattern, correlation activates. God took my hit in the lower end of this. Didn't expect to break out, had 52.60 as the sell point. Go through the composite, see where we'll most likely buy points. You can see this point of control node here and the volume area high. We'll be buying off at this volume area high most definitely today with limited stops. So you look at value area high, sorry, 5205s. More than likely we will see that repair on the POC. Don't think we might reach POC until 10:30 a.m. So we'll have one buy looking at the 5250. So want to buy limited. They not set up bracket order. Don't try again. Yes. On bracket orders. Take profit is 60 points. Stop loss is 30 points. Stop will be a trailing stop. So you're looking to buy off this 5250 area, 5250 to 5260. Using singles here. Well, that is the instruction I give those guys. You can see where the 2000 fallen on value profile side. If you're aggressive and you buy over the 53, good luck. I would advise right here, which is the 53 flat. Look at where the value is. Look for value in profile. So the expectation is break out up the value profile high, back to the upside. We'll take a single off at the 53. Might go to 53.05 to buy one single limit. Is the instruction those guys got this morning. Hopefully they'll follow the plan. The trading with one of my live account. I speak to my brokers. They're allowed to do that if they're trading off my live account once they're being supervised. So it's about a chance of giving them more or less trading experience in a live environment, so they wouldn't screw my money up when I do give them their account. Well, sponsor their account literally. Most likely we might start with micros and move the top step just to give them a feel of how trading live money is. I don't know why this is looking like this. So where is my taskbar settings? Oops, wrong one. Probably just do it like this today. So it's give my patience today. At any point this morning, within the morning here, you see this value high at 34s. So here. Um, These are my oil price stuff. Data is coming out at 10. Hate using our web pages because some guys trading off their phones. Don't advise that. So where do we sit? Right here. If you're following the trend, you should be good. Today, have a value hunt right at 10, right? So make sure you note that. I'm looking at the O8s, the O10s. Small buy, look for my 7 points with a 7 point stop loss with a trailing stop. Make sure that this is a trailing stop. Stop loss. Wrong one. Trail stop, save. That's why that is so. 2 contracts. Oops. Nope, that's up to be a buy. Cancel that order. You can see how these brackets set up. So anyway, between 8 and 10, I look for the best price. Or that's my deviation saying kick off at that particular point. We had 2 contracts on the buy side. If we see a selling opportunity early any day, that'll be off a value high. And a single might be at 33. The real action gonna happen this afternoon. So I'm looking to sell one at 33 value high, active value high. I'm looking to buy off the O8s. What are we looking at? Low is gonna be that 88. One deviation move, 88 to 90. If you do get that this evening, you'll see where it might pull off the 88 off a retest of the high, so 88 to 90 might be my secondary buys. So we just sit and wait. We're looking for a draw on oil, so we're looking at oil. Too many of these. So if we do get it dip to the downside, back to the upside, move is what we're looking at. We're looking at 2 spots to buy, one at 53 stops, 52.05s. Stops above that, which is more or less a structure trade really. And then your secondary is at 52.50s. 52.60 might be a point, the initial point of entry. It's too high volume though, it's looking to see where we actually go into the trade. Had a long trading meeting this morning, so those guys are prepped. You can hear the nervousness in my voice like I'm trading my live account. The controllers I supervising them, so if you see my cutoff at any point today, is me just looking at speaking to them and telling them how you react in trading. what you're looking for, where's the best places you want to be in our trade. So we have a lot of time between now and 10:30 a.m. Forex, today's news. I thought GBP news this morning looked pretty reasonable. Here goes Draghi again. It's Draghi time, we just call it. Alright, this is your two important stuff here. This meeting, press conference is more important than the actual news because we tend to know what's going on before the news. Well, before what the decision is, the projections and stuff. What the projection is a dot line. Might trade that during the day of how the dot line runs and how you trade interest rates for long term. Might have a 1 month opportunity on getting a trend. Words do matter. It's not what you say, is how you say it. Which words come in. So dealing with that is something. So we have 35 minutes. So I might just mute the mic. Enough talking for the morning. Just might mute the mic and share my screen alone for the next 20 to 25 minutes. I have to go and check those guys. Actually, in my living room on a laptop this morning. One of the systems giving trouble. So, we trading off our laptop today. I'm not giving them my desktop. Although on the demo side today. Alright, cool guys. Well, hope you see stream and see something valuable or get a little bit of knowledge from the market. Boom, bam, 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 bam. So if you're in top step trader account, you're not allowed to trade 1 minute before or after news. So be very careful on how you're executing your trades before you got a letter from somebody or email. So these are two areas you're looking to trade off today on the buy side or the sell side. I'll have one at you'll have a kill zone base on here to here on what I'm looking at, and then the secondary kill zone right here. On third kill zone on the value high, I'll sell them at one contract at 40s. Give myself enough room. Know where my stop losses are. 1 to 1. One trade news. So here's your third kill zone here. One for the sell side, one for the buy side. I had a long chat, my boys, this morning about trading oil especially. Might head out and play video games from like about 11:30, 12 o'clock. And then come back for like 1:30 on the stream. So you're looking to buy 53.05 would be stop loss at 30 points, and 52.50s selling the 54.40s. Looking for a value trade. And that's smaller than I expected, Joe. So I expect to see dip initially, but then some stabilization. Unless the Benamen miss, really miss, really miss, we would be in some difficulty. Most logical trade is this 50 to 50 to 60 is the most logical way of looking at it. Yeah, special emphasis on the 60s today. 50 to 60 would be a trade that we want to get into. Pretty tired. Uh, Traders do as a top subsidiaries. If you're waiting for 1 minute post news, you identify your areas you want to buy off. Look for price action, then reaction, or fire returns, and then pop to the upside. I trade in open market, so I don't really have that problem on my account. Could trade through news. I know exactly why it's upset, but I don't want to put you at risk, or them at risk, everybody at risk. Wild news is out. I need my mic, so I muted for a while. Yeah, I've been a trader for a while. We just call it a while. Trading for 8 years now. I used to be. There's a bit on my YouTube channel on for the new guy, well, who now coming in and visiting the channel. At about 20 minutes, 25 minutes, explaining who I am, what I do, why I do it, why I stream. It's just about putting myself out there. I have no gimmicks on streaming or doing anything. My volume at max. Um, so my thoughts on the market. I'm a value trader by trade. If you're on top step. So what my plan is, if you look at the video, is viewing the market and market profiling is my stock and trade deviation levels. You could see what you should have as a business plan or any trade plan is something like this, which is a detailed trade plan, how you take care of the markets. I did a video on how you should have your setups because trading is a business, not a game. Showing my demo account because the plan is to open more. Well, we have a couple of guys who live with me here. Probably might post up some pictures next week or something, or a small bit on how the office going. We're like about 60% completed on the office. The office probably would be 3 people at the beginning. Um, Business partner will be coming in September. Right now he's on contract out of country. So what you should be doing on your workflow, what is your max risk, how you're trading on this. I have my specialty deviation levels on how I'm looking at the market, what are deviation levels. Yesterday we hit the one deviation, took a small sell off at try to sell a point 0.5 deviation according to the system, took a small loss. So we took a small loss on yesterday's on the live account. Um, me using the demo account, I just trying to teach people what to do, how to activate trades, what you're looking for, which areas you're looking for. So we have identified value high because the draw is a little smaller than what the market expecting. That comes from here. What the market expecting. This is Forex factory calendar. Um, Here, what is all in oil inventories and stuff. So if it's a beginner, you'll see what oil inventories and what is the effect of oil inventories every week. We have rolled to the Q contract. So have that my presentations and my trade logs. Logging your trades are very important. Doing that, guys were trying to teach those guys this morning. Very, very important to your life as a trader. Logging your trades, doing corrective analysis, doing analysis is most of it. So welcome guys. I know Amy is new and all and just be around and looking at styles. So these are deviations. Usually I have them plotted out. So you would see I'm looking to buy off that over 7 today. Words will be very, very important today. See that 2 p.m. release and news conference will be a lot more important to us. I might be able to put the news conference on because I will put too much strain on this desktop. Installing the second and third desktop um, this week at some point. I hope the voice comes. Yeah, I do live in Trinidad. Amy, trading is a hard job. You take a lot of times. I traded demos when I was employed or in a 9 to 5 job for 2 years on demo. Started with a 15,000 account. blow up that in the first month. Uh, Run out of 12,500 US account second and third month. So I know I was getting better by how much losses I was taking. Very new to trading at that point. Wanted the get rich quick scheme. Doesn't really work. So we stay far, very very far from get rich quick. So the areas we're looking for is at 53 flat area. You can see why. Um, this is the composite profile from the high to low swing included and everything. You can see where my profile is, where my low are looking for pointer control trade right there. That yellow line is pointer control. So as a value trader, I look at pointer controls on swings on oil. And yes, I look for more or less non-trending days, like not too much of a trend on it. You can see you have a lottery pair because you have a P profile from yesterday. CFI profile trading takes a while to learn, but is very informative one. How you do it? You could use bookmap to see orders on the outside, which is working orders. I wouldn't be able to pull up bookmap here because my version of bookmap is licensed version of bookmap. I really like to share that bookmap, but bookmap is a great tool, just in my opinion. Trading small, trading smart is always a good idea. Mark them a 5 minute chart so I'll be able to see that. I have one of my guys, he's actually training to see what it is. So if you look for API reports early, I use oil news today to get the API report, see what it looks like. So not advertising for anybody or anything. This is not an advertising or getting somebody to buy a system. This is just sharing what a trader goes through. It's part of it is responsibility for live trading on the outside. Can't lie by having a live trade outside. Guys looking at the same areas here that I am looking at. So the instructions were to where you're looking for, where you're looking to buy, where you're looking to sell today. We expect it to be a small range day, well, rangy day. So looking for nodes, where you're looking to enter the market, where you're looking to exit the market. Trading a live account is totally different than trading demo. You could play the fool on my demo account. Demo trading is, by the way we just call it, is trading. Sorry for the accent. My brother is also here from New York, so I haven't seen the guy for like 15 years. So he was here visiting yesterday, so that's why you wouldn't see me do a lot yesterday online. This is a nice little small box on Trade of It. You can actually see what the volume look like. You could also use your delta. I gives you a little bit of tools. What we actually like to do is use volume base delta to see what your delta looks like. Delta is important in trading. So those guys looking at that very carefully also to make their decisions. So we have time and price as decisions. Don't know if my chat up or what it is. Boom, 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 boom. So the expectation is for today is more or less a range trade. Hopefully We just call them the weatherman, API and EIA. If they miss on either side, you'll be seeing whippy move, very whippy move, anyhow expected. And maybe 5 minutes away from you, looking to sell value high, looking to buy yesterday's value high. So you're looking to sell today's value high, looking to buy yesterday's value. As we first entry, looking at that 53 closely and then looking at POC. And in break of that, we'll take our two 30-point losses and run for our lives, take a loss. Trading, and if you're taking losses, is part of trading. We call it part of the game of trading. So those guys looking at these three bands, I'm looking to trade that range. I rather teach like when I teach on trading is more or less a mental is like a mental strategy on how to handle trading. Don't want to be going on and on. So we have 4 minutes oil news, so that's why we're focusing on the oil chart now. On the chart is just a representation of what the market is looking at. So if you're on top step and you're doing the combine, which I haven't done, I have two options to give them guys. Either put in two $3,500 US account for those two guys, and let them trade. Expectation is they may lose those two accounts earlier clock, because live trading is a lot different from demo trading. Just want to see the actions and make sure they could review their stuff. We don't actually train them to buy where I buy and sell where I sell. And we look at points to teach them on what they're looking at, why they're looking at that, when they're looking at something. So is what, why, where, and when for any trade. So why I would sell on the open money market or US market, or buy or look to trade at London close, which is 11:35 Eastern. So it's time, and time is money. So this way is trade. So you can see the 9 a.m. open on oil. Where kicked over is point of control on your live side right now. I expect to see a whip to that range at minimum. I'm looking at some things on bookmap, so you will be able to see that screen that's on a different desktop. One of my guys showed me one thing just now, so looking to get inflections, that is all. So here set up your brackets is 30 points with 2 to 1s. If you want 2 to 1s, looking at 2 to 1s today. Now if you're looking for 1 to 1s, look for 1 to 1 with a trailing stop. Use 30 points as your area of inflection. Now hopefully volume is good now, so dum 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 dum. Not really a YouTuber. Technology with different sorts of technology. Like my stock and trade is when I used to be an engineer was this. So let's see what it is. You could see what we was why he was looking at an inflection point, that point of control. So I have your trade idea. Let's see what the actuals are. If the as a retail trader, yeah. Whoa, that's a big draw. That is a big and unexpected draw. So watch out for the bulls and the breakout. I looking at volume to sell short. Um, be very careful on those sells. If you're in that sell, make sure that you don't enter a trade before the first minute expires if you're on top step. Just looking for a small bite on the market. Alright, inflected trailing stop.
Order filled.
Order is filled. So you can see we got in on the 40s. We looking for a return back to the downside. If we do get a breakout, we know we save um by the inflection point, meaning that we trailing the stop. So we won't be get run over too much. Be careful of breakouts here, because the expectation was 1.5 million draw. API looked at a smaller draw than I expected. This draw on the report shows a bit higher, so you can see a node here, value. So what we could do is pull. I don't want to be a buyer on oil, so I really don't. You can see volume is. Let's see what delta looks like. Indicator. There's a spike on delta. So here's look at London open. What's high time? He was looking at London open for the entry to sell. So I was looking for a 2-to-1 trade. I think price high is 54.50s, which is a reasonable entry if you look at the sell. The market down to the downside. If you want to be bearish, caution on the sell. So we engage in the market at 40s. Right, you should be clear on top September trade. We have secondary, so we only losing 20 points on this. Looking, if we do get breakouts, we know where to enter. 50 is the most logical point to enter. And look to fade. So we do plan out our trades from like the evening before. Alright, reason we bearish is we're expecting it to be a range trade really. We're just looking for return back to the downside. So you would have gotten your entries on time, so you could go to a 1 minute chart to make sure that you could have gotten your entries there. If you do get a breakout, that's your risk at trading. So you could have entered your trade at 32s, 33s. Looking to fade. If you're looking for one to ones, it should be at 54, 54.10 for the minimum. Look at your POC. These are 1 minute chart I showing here, so you're on your 1 minute now. Everybody has their own style of trading, so close this. Don't like YouTube at all. Pop it out. Alright, to the instruction is for him to enter second trade at 50s. Go back to my 5 minute chart and please see what it is. And there's your execution.
Order filled.
So we have executed trade on the live. Primary, secondary. There's your 54.50. Don't expect, if we do break out, we know we'll take that loss. Styles and trailing stops will be a little difficult for a lot of people. How much risk you put in any market? Straight singles and doubles, not more than doubles on my live account. I'd like to take money out every month. Probably might be looking at stopping the initial stream at 11:35, 12 o'clock. Want to go and play video games. To get the active point of control where it is, and why you might see a lot of trades flying off there on the volume side. If you're looking at your level 2 stuff, which we look at, don't know if I'm seeing chat now and you keep hearing bim 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 on my phone. So minimize, oops, wrong minimize. type in 5450 as in the live account. You know, that trigger happy guy. And why we were looking at that. You can see what the live day trade looks like, pointer controls, value area, way dip on the pop, looking for it to be a range trade, looking at what our buys were. If the trade fails, we take our losses, take a walk. So two contract traders, so how we exactly set up our trades is like this. There's two contracts, one with a trailing stop, one with a active stop. So if you're trading and you're trading like our style is one to one, two to one on a day like today. You can see that pointer control is very active on the volume side. You're looking at our book map in the background. Using trailing stops to protect us as much as possible today. Closer you could get to break even is better for us. Trailing stops are double-edged sword, so these are my delta dropping off. The range is collapsing, so see what direction the traders want to take the market in. You can see initial trailing stop has dropped. So if you're scalping, take your 20 points and run, as we say. And see why that point is London Open. Where is that? Right there. That small range has always give us some activity. And if you're trading hard stops, you know you have 30 points. To invalidate any trade. Because you don't want to get run over by bulls. It's like carrying trade, how much risk you can manage. And key is if the breakout comes, take a loss. Be very still. So yeah, 40 to 50 range, we identified that before we started. Prior to news, we had those that band listed out as potential entry. Don't have nothing further up to the upside. So if it does break out, we won't be trading. A lot of indecision. You can see doji, doji, doji. So I'm more of a hybrid trader, so trade position, trade scalping sometimes. Swinging longs from 52 tens. Got out some of my positions. I back at stream. Let's see what the ES is doing. Since it's quiet, expecting a quiet morning. Not much. We just spend a lot of time planning our trades, so one time my so-called trainee, pretty good. I took a small scalp from the 50s. I followed his rules. Now he trades. Have a secondary position to the short side, so guaranteed a small profit on the live account. I just advise people not to trade options, binary options especially. If you're trading options at 50s and you get a good sell on that at reasonable cost on an expiry for today. Boring, it's boring. Pointer control is like standing in my way of having small victories. Dum, 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 dum. 11:35 should be the trigger. Okay. See, take 5 point loss or something to the downside. Maybe maximum risk. Bookmap is actually showing me a bright line right at that 50, so take that with a pinch of salt. Change my bracket orders. Bam, bam. Put the stop in. Trade at sell limit 1. Hard stop. Alright, at 50. working order. So yes, if you're using a hard stop, 54.80 is your hard stop, 50 is your best entry. Already in the trade, already have a working order placed. Looking at time as main factor there for that entry. Yeah, but on the weather these days, it's now hurricane season, so it's rainy season in the Caribbean. I live a little bit to the southern edge of the hurricane belt, so we got a lot of Venezuelans these days. So we more or less shelving. We just call it this shelving because you seen indecision is indecision, indecision. Tap 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 tap. If it does break, it does break. Like out on my swing account live. And yes, does nothing, nothing. All day you can expect that until 2 p.m. Then you will see activity there want to drop and die. So TP1 is 54 fives. We're looking at exit on a trade at one position, halfway position there. We're looking at London close for swing to either way 11 a.m. to 11:35 and then swing out of the trade. Posted a video on why I wanted to buy 50. It was 50.95 or something. 50. Yeah. I actually walked through how I looked at a swing, a swing trade and a day trade at the same time. Driving season is upon us, so seasonality we look at also. Day trading is a tough job. Oh yeah, it's boring. Uh, You can see volume spike, drop off. See it, Delta just die down. The expectation. I want to see a clean break at a 20 level. Trading a margin account is tough, very tough. And so any trade we take, we had to answer your 3 questions: what we traded, why we traded, when we traded. 3 basic questions you need to answer yourself before you actually enter a trade. I'm having patience to let your trade play out. No clean break. It's now 11, 1 minute to 11, so it's not there as yet. So if we do get stopped out, we more or less stopped out on break even and secondaries against the breakout. What we have in today, FOMC this evening. I look for big trader days. We just take walks, go and get coffee. 11. Where we are. Right at the 20. There is a potential exit at 20 on a single scalp. If you're scalping, follow your plan, plan your trade, trade your plan, follow the plan, manage your trade. Doo-doo, doo-doo, doo-doo. Usually I'll be listening to music, but can't listen to music here, so pull this off, make sure I know my ears, close off what happened there. Did I just close that? Yep, thank God I just demo. 5305 supposed to be exit, and here we go with a break. First exit is 5305. Let me in. I guaranteed some profits today. Yippee! Yeah, your 50, I think 5205, 5405, exit one contract. Go here. Nope, not that. Option chain. Positions. Oof. Short. Not exit here. So make sure I manage your positions. So first exit hit right at 54 fives. Exit one. Bye bye. Single contract. Alright. Oh no. They send. Alright, so I should be in this one contract now. You should be on fill side on one. Guaranteed profit just sold here on the secondary at 50s. Looking for that 53.80 return. Should be exiting on the right there at the fives. As the exit point for your first contract. Looking for the stream down to the downside. Might get some locked ups. Trailing stop. They guaranteed 50, 20 points. A profit. Look to get tagged. Right at 11:30 to 11:35 if it order flow goes against you. So you can see we have one contract. If you look on the left, and see we move from two contracts to one contract. This is our target here. Means we entry, we exit, stop loss trailing. Made some money this morning, very happy. Don't look to bite off too much, then you could chew. You can see a delta just plummeted back to where it is, on the decision point right there, the O5s. If you do get the follow through, it is your probable take profit. Why 80? Notice, if you're looking for a range trade, that's a range trade right here. So you want to see if there's bears or bulls in the market, you are at 0.54, 0 from the open on futures. Alright, we're going for a home run today. We shall be targeting that value area. Bang. We'll take it at 60. Home run trade. Be looking to buy that 53.05s if it does drop down to that level. Look for your extended targets, your guaranteed profits. You're under point of control. If it does break 54, clean break. And where your targets are, you're looking for 65 to 70. And just pull this straight so you'll be able to see it clearly. There's your home run target. I trade 2 contracts on a normal basis. Trading 1 contract is like hell for us. Very difficult to manage. Why is my click 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 because of those shit and the adjustments. So you can see our entry, potential exit, and that O5 is your exit for your first contract if you're trading multiples. If you're trading singles and you're just looking to take some money off of the market quickly. Right, into the band, into the node. Logical move. it stopped out, made some profits. FD 54 holds. I guess some water. Yeah, I just went and got some water. So we traded stop is at 27. Have a while that's sitting back at 54.50. There's the instructions. Give my boy on the live account. 40s is a very good entry if you're looking for price action trade. Damn it, I have a sore throat. What is the ES doing this morning? Very quiet. Come here. Pretty good, but CLQ, US, U contract, a lot of volume, familiar, not that bad. So it looks like the 54 held. So London closes at 11:35. Go home. That. Investing.com. Boom, 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 boom. Alright. When does London close in 17 minutes? Remember, this 53.90 is not your active trade, that is this trade. 53.70 is your secondary target. Return to the point of the scene of the crime, we call it. If you do get stopped out, you have um, an entry at 53.40 to 50. I mean 54.40 to 50. Just laugh. Yeah, news comes around. Yeah, 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 bye, bye. So FOMC will be very important, not because of the number. Everybody expect the number. No change in rates is what is looking for the future for the stock market. And hopefully we don't get tweet bombs at the same time. I just call them tweet bombs. Me no disrespect to anybody in any political party. This is not about politics, this is about making money. Good to be like point of control. Yeah, we go with the London close. Hopefully, if the break is clean, so you'll be able to see this clearly. I kind of vary to like in mechanical stops. There's your 80 for your exit. My primary has filled on live account. Gone. Puff. Bye bye, profitable trade. And so, pre market, we are looking for a range trade to the downside. Got the entry, primary, secondary entry, trade and stop. Look for the range. Look to exit trade and look for value area low as secondary exit. We exited one contract, we still have one contract running. Don't know if you can see the one behind the little arrow there. So we exit at 54.5s and secondaries at 54.60 to 70. 60s is your long term target. Well, your day trade target. It is a good risk to reward. Exit timing reasonable. Order flow looks. Mm, it's a little small, increasing the amount that trades been losing contracts on that side. Indeed, your reason for your exit point here, which is news. Oopsie. No. Oh, my RAM is running high on this computer. Totally understandable because this computer is crap. Don't move your take profits. Let the trade fulfill what it is you're trying to achieve. That's a nice target there, 60. I want to be out of this trade at London close. Hopefully, I adjusted to 80. Hopefully, I'll get there very quickly. You're looking for your home runs. There's your home run at 60 to 70. Return to see night crime. Moments. Cash flow is engaged. So give me my fill at 80. So, take a 5. Relax, go and play some games. I am out
Order
of the
filled.
trade. So a profitable morning position, 3 PNL, $1,000 averaging risk was at maximum $300. Yeah, that's the one. And fill. Yes, is asleep. You got down to 74. 80 was target. Your likelihood of reaching the 60s is. I like London close as my exit. So close off all my outstanding orders there. There's a 52.50 buy order sitting. Took my money and ran. Said bye bye. So anyhow guys, now is 11:33. Um, probably will be ending the stream for a while. Hopefully you were profitable this morning. Trade small, trade smart. Don't overdo it. Do not over leverage, especially trade with a sense of knowledge. So guys, I'll be ending the stream in the next minute. We had entered two contracts, profited our two contracts, made some money this morning. Um, Taking a break, going to play some video games, successful trades. Should I might be streaming the from 1:30 and play video games for like about 2 hours. Yes, I'm a guy at 37. I play video games. I play World of War Tanks on my Steam account. So I hope you guys had a good one this morning. Oh, I'm gonna see if I could start a reply to some of these chats. Be busy talking to myself. Um, hey Amy. uh, if you live, um, if you live in Barbados, pretty close, and did some jobs over there, and I used to work in industry. Living in the Caribbean is very cool. Just it's rainy today. Probably rainy in Barbados too. Small islands. Yeah, some volume problems on my side. My name is Elvis. Post up some stuff. Like, mm, dum dum. So good to have you guys around. Go and check my boys to see how they're doing, how they're managing stuff. I give them some entries this morning, making sure that they're looking to trade. In part of the trading process, I give one of them my live account. He's in my living room trading, so I'll be stepping out for the next hour and a half, go and play some video game. So cool seeing you guys here. Alright, bye.